Welcome back, folks. Many attorneys opt to practice law along the Rio Grande corridor, leaving vast swaths of New Mexico without adequate access to legal providers. And with funding from the 2023 legislature, the New Mexico judiciary is launching the Rural Justice Initiative Clerkship Program to address the dire need for lawyers in rural areas. To talk more about this initiative, we are joined this morning by Chief Judges Donna Maurer and Curtis Gurley. Guys, thanks for being with us this morning. I know you are very busy. You're coming from Clovis and in the Farmington area, so we appreciate you making time to talk about this. Let's first kind of talk about this idea of rural legal deserts here in New Mexico. What are they and how pervasive is this problem in the state?
Rural legal deserts are basically vast areas of the state without access to legal providers. In 2022, there were 3 counties in New Mexico that had 0 attorneys living in them.
Wow.
And
okay.
so it's difficult because people who want legal services have to go somewhere else.
Right. And oftentimes they may not have the means to do long traveling, and so it becomes a real issue. So let's talk about this program, the Rural Justice Initiative Clerkship Program. How did it come about and who is going to benefit from this?
This came about with the initiative from the state Supreme Court and then with the legislature. Representative Ryan Lane specifically wanted to address this rural desert issue. Mm-hmm. So it's come from funding from those, and then our districts are the 11th, where I'm from, and the 9th, where Judge Maurer's from, are the 2 pilot districts.
Okay. Now let's talk about the role of law clerks. I know they play into this, but just sort of a baseline, what do law clerks do?
They're going to work with the judges in our districts. They're going to do legal briefs. They're going to do legal analysis. We're going to have them go into the community, participate in Constitution Day, and those kind of things, so that the hope is at the end of the clerkship, they want to stay in the rural community and practice in the rural community. And
bringing to that educational component of, constitutional education, I think can be important, because some folks, they may just not know what their legal options are. They're just not aware of it. So having an expert in that field, very important. Let's talk about some of the benefits of this program. Once it gets rolling, these pilot programs, if it proves successful, what metrics are we looking at to say, yes, this is a successful program?
If we can have our clerks remain in our communities, that's the most important metric that we're seeking, because then that's going to answer the legal desert.
That's going to take care of that. Now, if an attorney watching, they are interested in learning more about this and wondering, do I qualify for it? What are the qualifications and how do they apply to be part of it?
So for the initial phases of this, we're looking at 3rd-year law students who would be recent graduates, who would then come and make a 2-year commitment to come to our districts. We're going to do 2 in each district, so 4 total this first year. It went live January 18th and through March 1st. Then we'll hopefully be starting in September after they take the bar exam in July. And so that's where we are with that. Need 3 letters of recommendation and have graduated and passed the bar.
That's good.
A writing sample.
And a writing sample, that's important as well. Now, if folks want more information either to apply, or maybe folks in your areas, they just want to learn more and keep up to date on this, can we go online to find out more about this initiative?
Absolutely, at nmcourts.gov. And the Rural Justice Clerkship, there's a link to that. And if you're interested in applying, you can go to nmcourts.gov/careers. nmcourts.gov. That's going to get you through the front door, and then from there, depending on what your needs are and desires are, you go from there. Guys, thanks again for making time to come in and talk about this, getting this initiative going. Hopefully it helps folks in your areas.
Well, thank you very much for having us.
Yeah, appreciate it. Absolutely.